So it's the last day of 2024, so I thought I'd make a bit of a fuss about opening up a new session and giving it a go. I just finished actually doing a comparison between pattern betting and Oscar's grind of all things. I mean, that's a strategy that's been around for years and it's junk. But there's a guy who was really shitty about pattern betting online and even barred me from his group in what's it called, Discord, some sort of, I don't know, it's just kind of a sycophant's place that he set up. So he booted me from that, made a big fuss about it. And I thought to myself, well, maybe what I should do is do a couple of shoes of baccarat while I'm at it and demonstrate what a prat he is. And then I thought, better than that, I'll take 10,000 from the archive, the most recent archive, 10,000 bets, and make a comparison that way. And it was far more fun. So I put that up on the channel just for a laugh. So here we go. Never know what's coming. We'll do player plus one plus another one. Double for the tie, 100 or less. Uh-oh. So that's 2-3 second. Oh dear. 5-6 third. Don't like this much. Oh joy. Okay, so that worked. Back to the min. Always go back to the minimum. 51 second. That didn't work, did it? It often doesn't, that damn thing, and it's got to be my fault. I always say that. Repeat. Minimum. Plus one. 51. 2-3 third. 5-3. We will hop. There it is. That was the win trigger, so we hop to the bank. Uh-oh. 8-6. That was a win. So 2-4 it better be for the commission. And we're good with that. Back to the minimum on the banker. Double for the tie. Plus one. Double for the tie. Back down to plus max. Chase it. There it is. Minimum. Plus one. Plus one. Yeah, the Greg casino matchmaker, whatever thing was just an irritation. You know, I mean, I suppose it was kind of a knee-jerk, childish reaction on my part. But I'm thinking, you know what, you asshole, you know, you trash pattern betting with no explanation, boot me out of the discussion group, and then recommend a progressive betting strategy which is known to be rubbish. I mean, everybody who's ever tried it knows it's rubbish. I mean, yes, you can make a little bit of money at it, and then suddenly, toilet time. It is certainly, Oscar's grind is certainly less dangerous than, for example, oh, what happened? I lost 75. Got to do that again then, haven't we? There it is. Okay. Back to the men. Yeah, it's much less dangerous than the martingale, but you know, it's still rubbish. And what Greg does is he just keeps pitching and promoting and getting all buddy in a lather and excited about strategies which he knows perfectly well, after his many years in the casino business, have no chance. They are absolute bloody bollocks. But he doesn't care because he's getting his money from whoever the hell is promoting him. Ooh, that looks like 51 second. Better make that 2-4, I think, third. 6-4 going to player, but not yet. And there's the banker win that we didn't want. Another banker win that we didn't want. 6-4 to player. I always prefer player anyway. but not anymore. 10-8 second. Oh dear. That's going to be 18-20, and I think we'll be running away if we lose this one. And we lost it, so that's going to be 4-2 over to banker, but we've got to run away from this one. This could be one of those nasty ones. Take the rough with the smooth. Anyway, got to wait for a banker win. And that's our signal to bet 4-2. And now 2-3. Blimey, O'Reilly. Okay, so the session balance is pretty good for 6 minutes. Commission is there, so I think I'm going to chase that. Okay, 3-6. And that's it. Okay. So we made that, and we can go back to the minimum on the bank. Double for the tie. +1. Double for the tie. 2-3, second on the bank. 5-7, third on the bank. Very nice, and we got the commission too, so that's great. Back to the min on the banker. +1 on the bank. Plus another one. Oops. Oh, okay, that's a repeat. That is a double. Oops, damn it. Just doesn't, I click on these things and it sometimes just doesn't work. You will have noticed. So it's going to be 3-5 on banker. Try it again. Oh, bugger. Okay. So 8-5 coming to player, but not yet. And it's a banker, of course. And it's a banker again. Can't do anything about that. You just got to live with it. 8-5 on player. Now 4-5. I should have been 3-4. Whoops. 9-10 second on player. Oh dear. 19-20 third on player. Phew. Okay, so we're getting kicked around a bit here, aren't we? 9 players, 12 bankers, 9 wins, 8 losses. Well, we're not getting badly kicked around, that's for sure. Was that player I just won on? Yeah, so minimum on player. And you have to dig sometimes. That's just how it is. The house is doing it all the time. This is what people forget, I mean, when they put out their big bets, the house is matching them, obviously. And the house is saying to itself, well, the numbers are on our side, so, we're going to kick ass here. It may take a while, but we're going to get all their money, and that's indeed how it goes. Okay. Plus another one on the player. There's another one on the player. Oops. Repeat. 2-3, third on the player. 5-3 to the bank. 5-3 it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. 8, 6. Oh dear. 14. 14, 17 to cover the commission on the bank. Third bet. Didn't make that one, did we? Okay, so now we're on 3.5, 2. Should I run away from this? You know what? I think not. 3.5, 2 on the player when the player's ready. Okay. 3.5, 2. 1.5, 2. Damn it. Okay, we're out. All right, so back to the min on player. Double for the loss. 1, 2, third on player. Bugger. Not a fan, as you may have guessed, of ties. Never bet on, that's for sure. For one thing, a lot of places only pay 8-1, and the odds are actually 11-1, so you're getting screwed on that, aren't you? For a start, amongst many other things. Okay, double for the loss. Double for the tie. That's good enough. Back to the min. Double for the loss. 1, 2, third. Uh-oh. 3, 2. Hopping. But, So this is where it really does get annoying, but you know, what can you do? Anyway, 3, 2 on the bank. 5, 4 on the bank. Better be 1, 1, 3, I think. All right. 4, 5. There it is. All right, so we got 18 wins and 22 losses and a shoe balance of 7,000 and a session balance of 4,000, and we just ticked past 13 minutes, most of which I wasted nattering. Minimum on the bank. Double. Repeat. 51, second on the bank. Repeat. Minimum on the bank. I wish I could get away from the banker. It's expensive. Double on the bank. Plus max on the bank. Repeat it. Out of trouble there. Minimum on the bank. Plus 1. 51, second on the bank. 2, 3, third. Out of trouble again. Still on the damn bank. All right. I think I'm going to call it quits. It's only 14 minutes, but session balance of 4,000, blah, blah. Let's have a look at them. I think we had 3 shoes, didn't we? Oops, I think I've buggered it. Did I save that? Wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. I think I've messed up, haven't I? Oh shit. Looks to me like I've missed a shoe. Oh no, I guess not. All right, well, whatever. Okay, so it's just been 1.5 shoes. That's what got me confused, I think. And if you look here, you can see that I needn't have run away when I did, which was here, because lots of good stuff came along. Because all of these things, once you switch, you're going to catch the next one. So if you've got something like this, we ducked out here, and it was up and down a little bit, and then yeah, and so here would have saved us. But that's the breaks. I mean, like I'm often saying, you gag, you get up and go because you feel pressured, or because you got a bad feeling, or because somebody farted, or the dealer has bad breath, or the music's too loud, whatever. You need to pee, uh, maybe take a nap. I don't know. That would be me. Uh, but whatever the reason, you just do it and don't worry about it. And then here we're looking at something which is entirely different. I mean, 27 into 15,000 or 27 into 7,300. I mean, just do the sums in your head, damn it. You're looking at an average win, which is more than double the average loss. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. And it is so extraordinary to me that people argue about this. They laugh. They say, you can't possibly bet in such a way that your average win is blah, 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 blah. But bloody hell, I mean, it's so odd. It's like people are being deliberately dense. And I don't get it. Maybe because I'm too dense. I don't know. Okie dokie, folks. Me again. Of course. Who else? Um, yeah, I will be attaching this to a baccarat session, 1.5 shoe baccarat session that I just completed again with a win, and I just now finished updating a tracker for. Oh, that didn't work, did it? 51 for Vegas Matt and his merry mad men, and that those two words, cherry picker or cherry picking, keep coming to mind. And obviously, they can do what they want. They're not saying on their channel, we're not showing you everything. We only show you the videos where we make money. They're not saying that, so nobody can fault them for the way that they're doing things. But it's odd. And of course, I could cherry pick with these blackjack things because there's no marker on them that indicates, sort of when they were recorded, or they're not stamped by the sim. Not so easy with Baccarat Win Pro because all the shoes are numbered, So I'm kind of stuck there, aren't I? Bugger. So that's a double for the push. Uh-oh. Well, that worked out quite nicely. So back to the minimum. But yeah, I mean, the Vegas Mat tracker shows 17 consecutive wins. Winning bets, that is, not winning sessions, but winning bets all in a row. And that I find unusual. I always remember, actually, my record, I mean, back in my Vegas days, was 23 consecutive losses once. And thank goodness I was betting this strategy, because it meant, that I fell back down to bugger all and then just waited patiently, hand after hand after hand, until things turned around. And when you get 23 consecutive losses, it doesn't prove anything. Nothing is guaranteed. You're not certain that you're going to see an offset, but it is likely, possible, even maybe just a little bit probable. Who the hell knows? I don't know. But I think that was a baddie, wasn't it? So 51. Oh, bust by one. 2, 3, third. I was about to say on player, but of course that's all you can do. So 5, 3 and drop. 5, 3 it is. That was the win trigger. 2, 3. 5, 6. Bugger, that would have been nice to see that turn around. 5, 6. Well, we made that one, so that's good. 5, 6, so 1100 to protect a win of 700. So, it's good value to me, but I know there are people out there who disagree. All right. That looks like 1. Oh, maybe it's 2, 3. I'm not sure. Well, that'll do. Minimum. Okay. I think that's enough. Not very much, but it's enough. You can't be greedy. Greed is a killer. It destroys nearly as many gamblers as stupidity or drunkenness. Got a bit lost there, so I think we're looking at 1, 2, third. Owie, 3, 2, drop. That's got to be 4, 2, hasn't it? 4, 2 it is. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Damn. 11, 12. We're going to be running away now? No. So we're at 1,262 ahead in 5 minutes. Not bad. Yeah, there's so much bloody nonsense on YouTube on these gambling channels. I was still laughing about Vegas Matt saying, some people say I'm promoting gambling, but I'm not. Damn it. It is funny, though. It is funny. So there's that to it. And as he says it, he's standing there in a hoodie which says gamble on it. Not don't gamble, not gamble smartly, or don't gamble like me. It just says gamble. That was a cheeky one, wasn't it? +1. Pays us lots of money. +1. That's a double for the push. That might work. I think that's got to be a reduction to plus max. All right, so that's we just chased that one. Oh dear. So 3, 4, third. You beat me. 7, 4, drop. 7, 4 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bloody ace. 7, 8. Getting close to running away again, I think. Oh, dear me. That was a dealer's pull, as they like to say. Doesn't look like very much money, does it? It's only 8 minutes and we've only made 1,600. That's not very good. I guess it could be worse. I think I might have screwed up there because that really does seem a bit on the slow side. 51 second. Repeat it. 1, 2 second. That'll do. How often do you see that? I mean, really? And look at the money we made. Oh, 51 second. 2, 3, third. Ah, bugger. That was a clever one up there. 5, 3, drop. 5, 3 it is. Oh, all right. Now 2, 3. Just enough. Looking slightly better, but I mean, I have no complaints. Don't get me wrong. I'm just sort of thinking, well, compared, what did I just do? That was stupid, wasn't it? Double for the loss. A self-inflicted wound there. Repeat. 51 second. 2, 3, third. Ace-6 against the 2. Oh, I'm going to have to check that one. I always think I've got those things in my head, but apparently not. Hit. That's going to be a hit. Oh, look at that. Damnation. And if I hadn't taken that one, then he'd have got it and he'd have had 18. So that wouldn't have been a disaster, but better not. All right. Clear back to the last one. 51 second. Double down. That's a bugger, isn't it? Double for the push, 100 or less. All right, we're good with that. So we're well into the second shoe now, and we are 2,500 ahead, which is not awful, but we have done better on many an occasion. Double for the loss. Double for the push. Double for the push. Ow! Very nice. I think that must be 3, 4. I lost it again. 7, 4, drop. 7, 4 it is. Okay, now we're looking at serious problems. 15, 16, and I will run away if we lose this one. Oh, there it is. So 3.5, 2. And on the plus side, we have plus 24, 475. And on the minus side, we got 25,000. And what did I say? 3.5, 2. So I'll just run away. So we're dropping first. Ooh, glad that wasn't a 2000. 3.5, 3.5. Well, we're not going to worry about that because I've already bumped it up. So, all right, 3.5, 2 it is. Oh, 5.5, 4. 9.5, 10, which I think I should call 10, 11, third. All right, people. I admit that was a bit much. But you know what? I mean, you're getting hands like that in your life if you're playing blackjack regularly. If you watch the serious blackjack players, like, well, mostly it's Mr. Handpay. I mean, I think he's showing us the good stuff, but he gets some pulls, catches, hits, whatever, that are amazing. But it happens on both sides, and it just happened to us, which is good because we're the good guys, and the other lot are not. So anyway, we're clear. Double for that. Didn't make a lot of money, but we made enough. 51. No, 1, 2. Minimum. Oh, another nice one. But this is the thing that always gets me. I mean, the people who are out there sort of complaining and whinging and claiming that I'm sort of rigging these sims or doing something shady or whatever, they really don't know what they're talking about. And it's such nonsense that I have to think that they have an agenda which just over my head. So I don't know. Is that? I think that's a plus, isn't it? That's not. So that's a repeat, I guess. Um, okay, I'll go back to the minimum on that. Cheeky, another cheeky one. Was that a push? I think it was. That's another one. Sorry. Every so often the child comes out to play. Double. Huh, that deserved better. Eh, I think that's like 2, 3, isn't it? Third. All right. Minimum. Looking a bit better now. We're up at about 6,000? No, wrong. 5,000. 5,200 maybe in 17 minutes. Double for the loss. That was good. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Back to the min. Ah, called that one wrong, didn't I? Double for the tie. Push. I was just thinking to myself, well, I'm getting better with this push and not tie thing, but then I slip back into my old bad ways. That's a repeater, I think. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Minimum. Yeah, I could be cherry picking with these things, so I have to be careful, but not happening with the baccarat things, because you can see the shoe numbers, you can see all this stuff, and when I say to you that the only time that I've ever had serious problems is when I've decided to experiment with something new. I am telling you the truth, but then nobody believes anybody saying anything these days. It's just, thanks to Donald Trump and his coterie, everybody lies just for the hell of it. So nobody believes anybody about anything anymore. So where were we? I think that must be 51, isn't it? That's a nice one. Repeat that. Doobly doon. Thank goodness for that. Got beaten there. Trounced. Repeat. Okay. 51 second. Ouch. 2, 3 third. Gotcha. Okay. Minimum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. That's a repeater. Minimum. Double for the loss. 1, 2 third. 3 to Doropsky. Okay. 3-2 it is. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Well, technically we got our 3 there, so I guess I have to grudgingly go back to the min. Double down. Oops. 51 second. That's a repeat. That's a double. Ouch! So that's 2-3, isn't it? Did I? Yeah, 2-3. Second. 5-6 third. Ouch! 11-6 drop. Ooh, that was lucky. 5-6. Oh, look at that. I'm not going to bother with the next hand because it's the last hand coming up. So we're 6,875 less 525. So 6,300 plus 6,350 in 21 minutes or less. Highest bet I think we went about 30,000 in the hole. So we've come out with a 20% premium on our short-term investment. And lots of people will say that's simply not doable, it's not practical, it's not believable. And then you watch these Looney Tunes, the Vegas Mats and the Mr. Handpays and especially people like, what's his name? Cody Burnett, and the guy who was sacked from YouTube, Steve DeLeonardis, I think. Steve Will Do It. A few others of their ilk. I mean, Degen Dolt. For the longest time I thought it was pronounced Degen because, degenerate is not a word that we use in England. And yes, I lived in America for nearly 40 years, but I don't think it was in regular common or garden use before, and I came back here in 2014. So, God, it's going to be 11 years at the end of January. Bloody hell, 11 years and a month since I left the dear old USA. And by golly, some shit has hit the fan since then. I should never have left. Anyway, there you are, folks. That's it. Good profit. And thanks for sticking with me. And I'll see you next time. 6,350 ahead in 20 minutes or less.